My dear brother, for your visit in Pakistan और इंशाल्लाह हमारी कोशिश होगी कि आप देखेंगे कि यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट जो है इंशाल्लाह हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर को इमरान खान को वहाँ पर ख़ताब की दावत जो है वहाँ पे भी देगी। और मैं समझता हूँ कि हमारा फॉरेन ऑफिस, हमारी इकोनॉमिक मिनिस्ट्री, हम सब जो हैं एक पेज पे इकट्ठे होके GSP+ की रिन्यूअल के लिए इंशाल्लाह कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और मुझे यकीन है कि और मैं अगर मेरा खैर परवेज़ लौसर और वाजिद ख़ान का इनको ट्रिब्यूट ना पे करूं तो बहुत गलत होगा। ये वो ओवरसीज़ पाकिस्तानी हैं जो पाकिस्तान से प्यार करते हैं। पाकिस्तान का कोई भी इशू हो, कश्मीर का इशू हो, GSP+ का इशू हो, ह्यूमन राइट्स का इशू हो, कोई यहाँ पर ज़लज़ला आया हो, यहाँ पर अर्थक्वेक आया हो, यहाँ पर सैलाब आया हो, तो ये पाकिस्तान की मदद करने के लिए हमेशा आगे होते हैं। तो मैं तमाम ओवरसीज़ पाकिस्तानियों का भी शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। मिस्टर कस्टाल्डो, नाउ कैन यू प्लीज़।
Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, dear friends. First of all, let me say that I'm really recognizant and I'm deeply honored to be here, hosted by my friend, His Excellency, the Governor of Punjab, Governor Sarwar, and also let me thank once more Mr. Pervez Losar, that is always continuing with an excellent work inside the European Parliament and the European institution to promote friendship between Pakistan and all the European countries and the members of the European Parliament, and to my excellent friend and brother Wajid Khan, that has been my colleague in the previous term and with which I always cooperate in an excellent way and manner, especially for the promotion and the defense of human rights worldwide. I'm here because I had the honor to host in my office a few weeks ago His Excellency the Governor Sarwar when he came for an important mission inside the European Parliament, and since that we strengthened the ties and we started an excellent fruitful cooperation of exchanges on multiple issues and very important matters, starting of course from GSP+. GSP+, it was an incredible success for the country, for Pakistan and for the European Union, and it was of course also a success of the commitment of Governor Sarwar, that since 2013 and never stopped to do efforts in this regard and in this direction. And now, after all this great success, mashallah, we have in front of us another great opportunity that we must seize, the modernization of this agreement that will continue to give possibility and new tools in that case to improve the quality of life and the quality of work inside Pakistan, because that has been a great occasion for many people to find their way of life, to create jobs, to foster the creation of jobs, to foster growth inside the countries, but also to have mutual benefit trade relationships and exchange, because it's also clear from the statistic that that has been an occasion for multiple European countries, and among them also for my country, Italy. In this regard, I can assure you that we will never stop to do any efforts, me, the governor and all the friends of Pakistan inside the European Parliament, to have an ambitious new deal between Pakistan and the European Union that will open new perspective and continue to give occasion, especially for those people that are today more in difficulties, and through this will find a way to totally, let's say, grow their life and grow their quality of life inside Pakistan, try to reach also the best possible standards of respect of workers' life and dignity inside the country, promoting the same values and the same goals that are also enshrined inside the treaties of ILO at the UN level. Let me say also that since many years I am Vice President of for Human Rights of the European Parliament, and in this capacity, in this regard, I work very hard together with my friend Wajid Khan in general to underline difficult situation and difficult, of course, contexts across the world, and especially being here, I cannot forget the work that we have done together for the situation of lack of respect of human rights in Kashmir. My goal, our goal, is here to deliver an important message. We believe in dialogue. We believe in cooperation. Unfortunately, nowadays, the rights of the most vulnerable and the weakest subjects, and I'm speaking about women, children, youngsters, are not totally respected in that wonderful region that has unfortunately living this condition to be in the middle of a terrible crisis since many decades. And I call for all the parties to be more committed in this regard, and especially I would like to say that our role as the European Union could be an important role for mediator if both the parties from one side, India and Pakistan, will call us in this capacity, and I will be totally glad to give my personal contribution to have my commitment in this regard to foster dialogue. I'm calling to the authorities, to the local authorities, to the Indian authorities, to totally respect human rights conventions, to totally respect what is foreseen also by the statutes and the chart of the UN, because we truly believe that we have to create a climate of dialogue, a climate of positiveness that could lead us finally to settle an agreement and to have the full respect of every human being's rights, and especially the right to live in peace, the right to have a life totally normal as every human being should deserve. And in this regard, of course, we will never stop, and I will never stop personally, to do all the efforts that will be necessary if requested to foster this dialogue. Starting also from the youngest people, from the new generation that can escape from this corner in which they have been put by decades of pain and decades of dollar that happened in the past. Of course, another issue I would like to stress and underline, it's the very important sacrifices and the commitment of the Pakistani Authority in the fight against terrorism in general. Yes. Unfortunately, this country has paid a terrible price. We are speaking about more than 70,000 people that died during the last decades. And that happened, of course, because the fight we have to fight against terrorism, against extremism, is still a long way to go. But the authorities here didn't stop to do efforts not just to secure the country, but in general to show that there is a will to put those one who are misleading the interpretation of Islam for other purposes that has nothing to do with the real values that are promoted by the Islamic religion. And of course, this is a battle we have to continue to lead together. And of course, I will, from my side as a European parliamentarian, I will continue to promote this idea to have even a stronger commitment. And let me say in this regard that the agreement as GSP Plus is an excellent occasion to give an answer to those people that in poverty can be most easily seduced by this kind of rhetorics, showing that on the contrary, when there is the will to cooperate as brothers, when there is a will to cooperate as really partners, there are occasions and there are possibilities to improve their life without falling into the trap of thinking that extremism can be the solution. And I will continue to say that, of course, to avoid this kind of extremization, it's very important to have commitment from all the sides. And that's why I unfortunately think that the decision of the Indian government, the so-called amendment of the Citizens Amendment Act, is not going, in that case, in the right direction. We, as a European, believe in principles enshrined in the treaties for which every human being should have the same rights and should be respected for his religious, cultural, ethical, ethnical heritage and values. And a distinction that is based on the religion to decide if a person can benefit or not of some rights, this is not the answer that we are waiting, that we are seeing if we want to promote a culture of dialogue. So I hope that they will reconsider this choice, and I hope that they will decide to commit themselves to real dialogue in good faith with the counterparts, with the local authority of Kashmir, with the Pakistani authorities, to create a new ground, a new way for discussion. It's never too late. As we made in Europe, it's never too late for peace. I would like to underline the fact that France and Germany, after not decades but centuries, I would say even millenniums of huge fight, intensively fight, and battles and wars that have brought sufferance and brought destruction inside their territories, now they became the strongest partner inside the EU, and they became mutual friends, creating a real culture of exchange and of cooperation. I truly believe that we can make that possible even between Pakistan and India, but to achieve that, we need to see will, we need to see commitment, we need to see ambitious. And if there will be, also the European Union is ready to do its part, and I am personally ready to do my part. Thank you very much. Shukran and masalama. I hope to see you soon again. That's just my first visit, but for sure I will ensure you that won't be the last. Thank you for the excellent hospitality.
Thank you, Mr. Castaldo, for your very kind words. And now you would all know that why he is our friend. He is friend of humanity. He is the one who believes human rights for all, equal human rights for all. And I'm very grateful for your support for GSP Plus and for the people of Kashmir who are suffering, unfortunately, under Indian occupation. But inshallah, we believe that one day will come when justice will prevail and they will have their own rights. Wajid Khan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Just to follow on from the Honourable Governor and Honourable Vice President of the European Parliament, it's a pleasure to be here and join my colleague Fabio Massimo Castaldo. He has worked vociferously and profoundly hard to make sure where human rights abuses take place, he speaks out against them, and in particular in Kashmir, on the work we've done together in Kashmir, he has been a huge support and help in that particular area. मैं इंतहाई मशकूर हूँ गवर्नर साहिब का जो इनकी तारीखी काविशें और कोशिशें हैं पाकिस्तान के लिए GSP प्लस के हवाले से 2013 से ये जंग लड़ रही हैं, ये जिद्दोजहद कर रहे हैं ये कश्मीर के लिए भी, और बिलखसूस GSP प्लस जितनी एनर्जी लेवल्स ये लेकर आए हैं जब भी आए हैं यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट, और इनके साथ मुझे मौका मिला है काम करने के लिए। मैंने देखा बहुत कम लोग देखे हैं जिस इंटेंसिटी से, जिस जज्बे के साथ और एहसास के साथ के पाकिस्तान के लिए वो काम करते हैं। मैं समझता हूँ ये हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ा ऑनर है कि इनके साथ भी हम काम कर रहे हैं, और आज जो आने वाले वक्त में मैं इनसे गुजारिश करता हूँ प्लीज़ सर आप वापस आए यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट, आपका तजुर्बा, नॉलेज, स्किल्स जो है आपके पास ये बहुत कम लोगों के पास होती है, और आएँ और जो GSP प्लस रिव्यू के हवाले से प्लीज़ कंटिन्यू योर वंडरफुल एफर्ट्स।
थैंक यू वाजिद।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मेरा नाम परवेज़ लोसर है। मैं यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट में EU पाक फ्रेंडशिप फेडरेशन यूरोप का चेयरमैन हूँ, जो कि यूरोप के 28 मुल्कों में है। फाबियो कस्टाडो, ही इज़ वन ऑफ आवर बेस्ट फ्रेंड ऑफ द पाकिस्तान एंड कश्मीर का। आई वेलकम टू हिम इन माई होमलैंड एंड दिस इज़ माई ड्रीम टुडे इज़ कम्प्लीट। सबसे पहले मैं आप लोग को बताऊँ, चोई मोहम्मद सरवर जिस बंदे का नाम है आप लोग को सबको पता है, ये पाकिस्तान का वो बेटा है जो ब्रिटिश पार्लियामेंट में था तो ये पहला मुसलमान पार्लियामेंटेरियन हाउस ऑफ कॉमन में बना, और 2013-14 में मैं आपको बताऊं क्योंकि मैं यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट में था हूँ, और इंशाल्लाह इस वतन माँ के हम सफ़ीर हैं, रहेंगे। चोई साहब ने उस वक़्त ये लेना, स्टेटस GSP प्लस लेना बहुत मुश्किल था। 1-2 दिनों में 200 यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट के मेंबरों को ये मिले थे। ये नॉर्मल चीज़ नहीं है, और ये भी आप लोग यहाँ हैं, ये गवर्नर का पोर्टफोलियो नहीं है, ये बीइंग है सिर्फ पाकिस्तान का बेटा होने के नाते। और अभी ये जो 2-3 वीक पहले यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट में गए, आपको मैं ये बताऊँ 2 दिन में यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट में 15 किलोमीटर इन्होंने वॉक की, और जो लोग सालों में मीटिंगें नहीं करती, एक 1.5 डे में वो हमने 36 यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट के मेंबरान से मुलाकातें की जो कि अफेक्टिव मेंबर हैं, क्योंकि यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट जो है दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी पार्लियामेंट है। और ये जो फाबियो कस्टाडो मासिमो जो है, ये यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट का सबसे यंग वाइस प्रेसिडेंट है। और इसकी जो सोच है पाकिस्तान के लिए, ह्यूमन राइट्स के लिए या कश्मीर की हेयरिंग के ऊपर, अभी हमें इस चीज़ को मज़ीद आगे लेके जाना है। चॉइस सर्वर जैसे लोग जो हैं ये पाकिस्तान का असासा हैं, ऐसे लोगों को हमें इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी में भेजकर अपना और कश्मीर का केस लड़ने के लिए भरपूर कोशिश करनी चाहिए, क्योंकि ये उन लोगों के मजाज को समझते हैं, इनको मिलने के लिए वो टाइम भी देते हैं। हमें अपना टाइम ज़ाया किए बगैर, मेरी आज के ये प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के ज़रिए एक रिक्वेस्ट है, जो भी मौजूदा गवर्नमेंट हो, चौधरी साहब को जनवरी में दोबारा भेजें। इस बार जो हमारा हमसाया है वो मकार भी है, अयार भी है और ऑर्गेनाइज होकर हमारे पास खिलाफ कैंपेन कर रहा है। नरेंद्र मोदी जैसे दहशतगर्द को हमें रोकने के लिए इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी के पास जाना पड़ेगा, और जाने के लिए ऐसे लोग हैं जो उनका मजाज समझते हैं। इंशाअल्लाह चौधरी साहब जो कोशिश कर रहे हैं, अभी बड़े जल्दी आप सुनेंगे कि इंशाअल्लाह दोबारा हमने GSP प्लस का स्टेटस लेकर इसी हाल में फिर प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करेंगे और पाकिस्तान कामयाब होगा। पाकिस्तान कामयाब होगा तो हम सब कामयाब हैं, क्योंकि हमारी एक चीज़ जो है वो बड़ी ज़रूरी है, पाकिस्तान की स्ट्रेंथ हमारे मसला कश्मीर के लिए, हर चीज़ के लिए पाकिस्तान का स्ट्रांग होना ज़रूरी है। और पाकिस्तान की जो 10 सालों में, जैसे कि मसीमों ने कहा, 70,000 शहादतें हैं, ये हमें इंटरनेशनल लोग को बताना है। आप जो हैं मीडिया सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट किसी मुल्क कौम का स्तून होता है। आपका किरदार भी अपने मुल्क को प्रमोट करने के लिए जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं उनको प्रमोट करें, ये आपका भी फ़र्ज़ बनता है। अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। सवाल एक आध अगर है तो जी।
European Parliament can do for Kashmir and Palestine issue? These are long-standing issues and the world is paying no attention to these issues.
Well, I will answer what I answered to some young people I invited in the European Parliament in my capacity of Vice President for Human Rights and also as responsible for the Young Leader program many years ago. They were young persons, young leaders coming from Palestine and coming from Israel. They say, what, in your opinion, is the worst enemy for peace between our two countries? And I say, the worst enemy for you is to surrender to the status quo, to the idea that nothing will change, that there is no hope, there is no space for dialogue. I know very well what is the difficulties, and what I always stressing to my European colleagues is that we do not have to teach lessons to anybody else. We have been the continent with the highest number of wars and scars from wars in the history probably, but what we have to try to do is to foster education and culture to the promotion of the values in which we believe. If we are not building up now, today, the citizens of the future, of course this process will not see any new wind, any new direction. And in my opinion, the way in which we can deliver greatest results is to focus also not just in negotiation between the states that are fundamental, of course, to have a real way through and to have a real program and roadmap, but also on the other side to foster the efforts on education for the young generation in this regard. It's how, for example, Germany or France solved their such a long conflict of centuries, a millennium of fights between them. They have exchanging programs on one side and another young diplomats that are going to continue their careers in Germany from France, and in France for Germany, mutual exchange of schools since they are children. This is something I think that can be part of the complex puzzle that we need to solve such a long crisis as the conflict and the tensions between Pakistan and India and on one side, and Palestine and Israel on the other side. But to achieve that, we need real commitment from both sides. We have to break prejudice, and we have to break these difficult ice, of course, of the hostility to which some generation have been rising up by both sides. And I think that to get this, we need good steps, as I told you, concrete, real steps. And that's why I said before that this modification of Article 70 is not going into the right direction, because on the contrary, it's increasing fostering tensions in a moment in which we need, on the contrary, to promote the culture of dialogue.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vice President. Visit to Pakistan. I hope you will enjoy your visit with the hospitality of Punjab. Pakistan is facing a very tough situation for the last few years due to law and order situation, due to suicide attacks, and
Can you speak with that microphone, because there is a lot of iPad.
Pakistan is facing a very tough situation during the last few years due to war on terror and especially suicide blast. And now we have a little relaxed due to this. But at the same time, on the line of control, we have a tough situation with India. You know, on daily basis there is the exchange of fire from both sides. Do you think that European Union can play a role to reduce this tension situations between Pakistan to reduce the states?
First of all, let me say that the hospitality I received from the Governor Server is simply amazing, and I'm deeply honored the way in which I've been hosted, not just as a good friend, but I would say as a brother and as an excellent friend of Pakistan. So I really thank you very much once more, dear Governor, for your invitation and your hospitality. Yes, you can play a role, can play an effective role. It's not a secret for anybody the difficult situation Pakistan was obliged to leave. Also because let's not forget that you still have war at the other border, at the western one, because the situation in Afghanistan is continuing to be very unstable, with a lot of internal fights, terrorists, and terrorists unfortunately do not have any will to respect borders and to respect the commitment that normally are obliged with the counterpart states and third states. We know how it has been difficult to secure this border, and I mean, efforts from not just from economic but from the human life point of view, Pakistan was obliged to deliver and to suffer. But nevertheless, of course, we are also totally aware of the fact that there are tensions also in the eastern part. We always said that nobody can choose his neighbors. In a certain point of view, we are all committed and we are all forced to do our best to live together with them in good peace. And I think that the EU, of course, if it will be called to that, because we have a huge respect of our counterparts and our friends, we have a huge respect of our friends from Pakistan, we have a huge respect of our friends from India. If you will call us to play the role, to facilitate the dialogue, to be a good mediator, a mediator in good faith, that is not a mediator that do not want to play and to promote any personal agenda, but just to stick to the values that made possible our integration at the regional level, then of course our support and our expertise and know-how in the field of human rights, in the field of mediation negotiation, in the field of capacity building and peace process can be one other part of this very delicate puzzle. Nobody is saying here that we can sell easy solution, because there aren't any easy solution for very complex problems. But of course, we are ready to deliver if just you want it, and maybe to help to create a roadmap, as I said before, a roadmap that will be done of small steps but significant ones. The importance that what the new generation would like to see is that there is a process. Small steps, but going ahead. Instead of waiting for a very big framework and agreement that will be difficult to negotiate. But with these small steps, we will maybe probably create the ground that we need to find a comprehensive and final solution for the status of Kashmir, and that will ensure all the people of Kashmir that are the most important part of that, because they are the weakest part, unfortunately, of this crisis, to finally live in peace and to finally grow up their children in their family in a safe context with the total respect of their right to have a human life.
Mr. Castaldo, how much you believe Pakistan is close to getting the target of GSP plus. As you said, it's very important for Pakistan and our economic growth. Do you think the efforts Mr. Sarwar is going on is enough for this, or you guys, and especially when India has the very strong lobby in European Parliament at the same time, how you believe and how much you think it's easy for us, and how much more effort government of Pakistan and Foreign Office should pay to us?
Of course, nothing is given by default, and we have to work very hard in this regard to get this success. But let me say that for what happened in the last years, for the achievement of the status of GSP Plus some years ago, we are speaking about a success story, as I said, that improved the quality of work and life of people in Pakistan, create and foster new jobs, create a lot of occasions in which especially the poorest people can enter finally inside the labor market and can get back their dignity and their will to be part of the society. And so starting from this success, we have a very solid base and ground to lead this negotiation to a good success. We will work very hard in that. The governor told me this is really his first goal in this moment. He wants to continue show the commitment that he showed during the last years, and I will be really honored and glad to be beside him to facilitate the dialogue. As you can imagine, the European Parliament is a very complex body. We have 7 different political families. We have delegations from 28, soon unfortunately 27 member states. I'm sorry for that, dear Wajid, but unfortunately that's what happened with the last election. But nevertheless, we hope to see you soon again, maybe in a few years, inshallah. And of course, what is important again is mediation and dialogue. We need to put on the table the success of that agreement. We have to show data so everybody will be able to create its own analysis in good faith, and we are positive, and we believe that with the hard work and commitment we will achieve a much more ambitious agreement on the respect of labor standards and conventions, but also in promoting this very mutual and beneficial trade relationship we fostered during the last years.
Last question.
As you said that Governor Punjab has a mission at European Parliament and he did lobby with 36 parliamentarians. So do you think that is enough on behalf of Pakistan, or we need to do more for getting the GSP plus status?
Of course, anytime His Excellency, the Honorable Governor, will come to visit us, it will be for me a huge pleasure to host him again and to continue this exchange. What really pays back normally in the relationship with the European Parliament is to be constant. So to try to create exchange that time by time are going ahead, and of course with the mutual missions from one side and to the other. So I already committed myself to come back again to Pakistan soon in the forthcoming months, to have a meeting also with the Prime Minister and the President of the Republic, and to continue strengthen these ties. And I think that already the mission that has been done by the Honorable Governor was a pillar for the strategy to create the good ground for the negotiation for the GSP Plus. It has been very appreciated by multiple MEPs and that are belonging to different families. And we have to continue exactly in this way to have to imagine also a new visit and a new mission to continue strengthen and to go into that positive vibe and direction. We are confident. We know that we have a hard work in front of us, but we are confident.
देखें, बात यह है कि वहाँ पर कमीशन ने अपनी रिपोर्ट जो है जनवरी के तीसरे हफ्ते में पेश करनी है. वो रिपोर्ट कितनी क्रिटिकल होगी, उसमें क्या इश्यूज़ वो उठाएंगे, तो उसके बाद इंटा कमेटी के पास जाएगी जो कि ट्रेड कमेटी है, और ट्रेड कमेटी में उस पर बहस होगी. उसके बाद फिर यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट में वो जाएगी. तो ये एक थोड़ा सा प्रोसेस है, लेकिन मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि जो 27 कन्वेंशंस हैं, हम ये बात जो हैं तमाम यूरोपियन मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट एक्सेप्ट करते हैं कि वी आर मेकिंग प्रोग्रेस. یہ ہم نہیں کہہ سکتے ہم نے تمام جو 27 کنونشن ہیں ان کو 100% امپلیمنٹ کر دیا ہے. یہ چیزیں کرنے میں ٹائم لگتا ہے. ہیومن رائٹس کے ایشو ہیں, لیبر کنونشنز ہیں, لیبر سٹینڈرڈز ہیں, انوائرمنٹ کے ایشوز ہیں. تو یہ سارے ایشوز پہ پاکستان جو ہے ان پہ عمل کرنے کے لیے جو ہم نے کنونشن ایکسیپٹ کیے تھے ان پہ پوری محنت سے کام کر رہا ہے. لیکن ہمارا ایشو یہ ہے کہ ہمارے بدقسمتی سے مخالف ہمارے خلاف پراپوگنڈا جو ہے آرگنائز بھی ہیں, وہ مطلب لابی بھی کرتے ہیں. تو ہمیں اس پہ کاشس رہنا ہے. لیکن انشاءاللہ وی ہیو مینی فرینڈس. پچھلی دفعہ 2013 اور 14 میں یہ کہہ سکتا ہوں آپ سے کہ وہ اس سے 5 گنا زیادہ ڈیفیکلٹ تھا. یہ میرے خیال پرویز لوسر صاحب بھی کہیں گے اور واجد بھی. تو انشاءاللہ اب کوشش, لیکن اگر ہم سو جائیں گے تو پھر ظاہر ہے کہ پھر دشمن جو ہے وہ فتح کر لے گا. لیکن اگر ہم جاگتے رہیں گے, کریں گے محنت, تو انشاءاللہ کامیابی ہوگی. نہیں, میں عرض کروں کہ جو بھی میں بھی میں عرض کروں کہ آپ دیکھیں کہ پرائم منسٹر صاحب نے جو یونائٹڈ نیشنز میں کشمیر کا کیس جو ہے پیش کیا ہے, میرے خیال میں پوری دنیا نے اس کو سراہا ہے. اور اس کے بعد میں گورنمنٹ کا حصہ ہوں اور میں فارن آفس کے ساتھ مل کے ہم جب وہاں پر گئے ہیں تو ہمارے ایمبیسڈر جو ہیں وہاں پر وہ ہمارے ساتھ کمپین کر رہے تھے, ہمارے جو کمرشل اتاشی ہیں. تو یہ ایک ٹیم ورک ہے. فرق صرف اتنا ہے کہ چونکہ میں برطانیہ میں ممبر رہا ہوں پارلیمنٹ کا, اس لحاظ سے جب میں وہاں جاتا ہوں کسی کو ریکویسٹ بھیجتا ہوں, چاہے وہ امریکن سینیٹر کو بھیجتا ہوں, امریکن کانگریس کو بھیجتا ہوں, برٹش پارلیمنٹرین کو بھیجتا ہوں, یورپین پارلیمنٹ کو بھیجتا ہوں, تو میری ریکویسٹ پہ مجھے میٹنگ کا ٹائم مل جاتا ہے, جو عام بندے کے لیے بہت مشکل ہے. میرا خیال ہے کہ پرویز لوسر صاحب نے بھی یہ بات کی, واجد نے بھی, کہ 36 ممبر آف یورپین پارلیمنٹ سے 2 دن میں ملنا جتنا مرضی ہو بہت مشکل ہے. لوگ میٹنگ نہیں دیتے ہیں پارلیمنٹ میں. ہماری پارلیمنٹ میں جب ایون ملک کے ہمارے پرائم منسٹر یا پریزیڈنٹ مشرف صاحب موسٹ پاورفل جب تھا, اس کا طوطی بولتا تھا جب وہ چیف ایگزیکٹو تھا, تو ایون اس کا جو فنکشن وہاں پر ہوا تھا تو اس میں ٹوٹل 12-13 ممبر آف پارلیمنٹ تھے, جبکہ پوری ایمبیسی سب لوگ کوشش کر رہے تھے, ہم بھی کوشش کر رہے تھے. لیکن میں وہاں جاتا ہوں تو 40-50 ممبر آف پارلیمنٹ میرا نام سن کے آ جاتے ہیں, اس لیے کہ وہ میرے کولیگ رہے ہیں, میرے دوست ہیں, میرے تعلقات ہیں. اور دوسرا, میں اس بات پہ بھی بلیو کرتا ہوں کہ دس ورلڈ از نو ورلڈ آف ریلیشنز. یہ پرسنل آپ کی ریلیشن شپس آپ کو بنانی پڑیں گی, پرسنل تعلقات بنانے پڑیں گے. لیکن یہ ضرور ہے کہ میں اپنے دل پہ ہاتھ رکھ کے کہہ سکتا ہوں کہ جتنی بھی میری پرسنل ریلیشنز ہیں آل اوور دا ورلڈ, میں نے کبھی زندگی میں ان کو اپنے ذاتی مفاد کے لیے, یہ بڑے ڈھنکے کی چوٹ میں کہتا ہوں کہ کبھی استعمال نہیں کیا. جب بھی کیا ہے کشمیر کے لیے کیا ہے, پاکستان کے لیے کیا ہے, اور پاکستان کے مفاد کے لیے کیا ہے. تو میں آخر میں مسٹر وائس پریزیڈنٹ کا بہت ہی شکریہ بھی ادا کرتا ہوں, اور میں آپ کو یہ بھی بتانا چاہتا ہوں کہ ہی از دی موسٹ پاپولر ممبر آف یورپین پارلیمنٹ ان یورپین پارلیمنٹ. میں آپ کو بالکل, میں چونکہ وہاں گیا ہوں, جتنی رسپیکٹ پارلیمنٹ میں ان کی ہے شاید کسی ممبر آف یورپین پارلیمنٹ کی ہوگی. اور دوسری بات میں آپ سے بتاؤں, ایک تو بتا دیا واجد نے اور پرویز لوسر صاحب نے کہ ہی از دی ینگسٹ وائس پریزیڈنٹ. لیکن ایک بات میں اور بتانا چاہتا ہوں کہ جتنے بھی لوگ الیکشن لڑتے ہیں, آپ کو بھی معلوم ہے کہ لوگ پارٹی ٹکٹ پہ لڑتے ہیں. یہ انڈیپینڈنٹ وائس پریزیڈنٹ بنے ہیں الیکشن جیت کے, انڈیپینڈنٹ. سو وی ہیو دا رائٹ پرسن ناؤ آن آور سائڈ. تو انشاءاللہ وی آر ویری ہوپ فل کہ جو بھی اب ایشو آئیں گے تو انشاءاللہ ہی از اے مین آف کمٹمنٹ, ہی از مین آف انٹیگریٹی. اور سب سے بڑی بات یہ ہے کہ دیکھیں, میں ان تمام پولیٹیشین, چاہے وہ کسی جماعت سے ان کا تعلق ہو, جو اصولوں کی سیاست کرتے ہیں, جو ہیومن رائٹس کی سیاست کرتے ہیں, میں ان کو بہت عزت دیتا ہوں. اس لیے کہ ہمیں فرض بھی ہمارا بنتا ہے کہ انسان چاہے کوئی غریب ہے، چاہے امیر ہے، طاقتور ہے، کمزور ہے، مسلمان ہے، ہندو ہے، سکھ ہے، سب کے ہیومن رائٹس جو ہیں ایک جیسے ہونے چاہیے. اینڈ مسٹر وائس پریزیڈنٹ، آئی ایم ویری پلیز ٹو سے اینڈ پراؤڈ ٹو سے کہ پاکستان میں ہم نے کرتارپور کوریڈور، اوپن دا کرتارپور کوریڈور ان اسپائٹ آف آل دی ڈیفیکلٹی فار دی سکھ کمیونٹی اور minority communities. I can say کہ have equal rights in my country. We take care of them and we celebrate their festivals as we celebrate our Eid festival. So thank you very much for your kind words, for your support for the Kashmiri people and for your support for GSP Plus. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor.